Very good evening to all of you. Very important topic that I think all of you are already aware of in terms of its importance. That I'm sure you guys know कि ये CLAT 2020, right? Particularly if you look at CLAT 2020, we had an entire passage specifically on the issue of force majeure clauses in a particular contract, right? And it's consistently appeared in previous year papers also. सिर्फ 2020 की बात नहीं है, 2020 में आप लोगों को इसलिए अलग से बता रहा हूं because that means this is the first examination that happened after the change in the whole pattern और ये सब जो हमारे यहाँ हुआ था change. So 2020 is when you had all passage based questions and all that, right? So even after that change, one of the passages was specifically on coronavirus and the impact of COVID on contracts and the use of material adverse change, material adverse effect and force majeure contracts or force majeure clauses in a contract, right? So very recently, right, today we are on the 15th of January, and on the 5th of January, Supreme Court of India, right, on 5th of January, Supreme Court of India had passed a very important order, right? 5th January ko passed a very important order where they said if there is a fire, usually it can be a force majeure issue, but if the fire is because of passive or active negligence of human beings, if the fire is as a result of non-natural causes and so on, बिना natural cause के अगर हो रहा है तो force measure में आएगा नहीं आएगा, उस पर पूरा एक judgment basically Supreme Court ने दिया था. So in terms of our current affairs and our understanding of keeping track of current legal news and so on, मैंने सोचा आप सब के लिए भी मैं ये वाला definitely discussion कर लूं आपके साथ, right? Fire without natural cause, whether it can qualify as force majeure or not, right? Okay, my name is Debajyoti Das, guys. We will discuss specifically very quickly, and I'm an alumni of HNLU. I've also secured an All India rank 20 in the NLS Bangalore entrance in 2006. I've also been a Microsoft IP, that is Intellectual Property Research Scholar. I've also worked with Amarchand Mangaldas, one of the topmost law firms in India, specifically working in their capital markets team. You guys can join me on Telegram, of course, and this is the name of the group, Deb Legal, right? यहीं पर सारे suggestions, चर्चा का विषय, and also the updates as far as various classes are concerned, वो सब कुछ हम यहाँ पर करते रहते हैं. Most of you are aware of the various unique features of the Unacademy Plus and special classes and Iconic platform. Yes, you heard it right. Iconic program is now active even for CLAT aspirants. सिर्फ प्लस का ऑप्शन नहीं है, आपके पास भी अब आइकॉनिक का ऑप्शन है, राइट? एंड चाहे आप प्लस का सब्सक्रिप्शन ले रहे हो या आप आइकॉनिक का सब्सक्रिप्शन ले रहे हो, दोनों के लिए यू कैन यूज द कोड DEB10 एंड यू कैन गेट द एडिशनल 10% डिस्काउंट एंड गिव मी अ बिग हाई फाइव कि आपकी क्लासेस पसंद आ रही है सर, इसलिए आपका कोड यूज किया है, राइट? आइकॉनिक की बहुत यूनिक फीचर्स हैं, प्लस के सारे फीचर्स दोज दैट आर देयर आर ऑफ कोर्स अवेलेबल टू यू इवन ऑन द आइकॉनिक प्लेटफॉर्म, बट in addition to the iconic features, to the plus features, you also have one-on-one live mentorship, you have live doubt solving, and you have a raise a hand priority in the classrooms, right? You can also have specific number of dedicated mentor sessions जो आपके individual one-on-one वाले sessions हैं, उसमें कुछ स्पेसिफिकली आपके लिए ये सब चीजें प्रोवाइड की जा रही है. 18 सेशंस फॉर द 3 मंथ सब्सक्रिप्शन, 36 सेशंस फॉर द 6 मंथ सब्सक्रिप्शन एंड सो ऑन. डायरेक्टली आप प्रोरेट करके उस हिसाब से समझ सकते हैं, राइट? वी आर गोइंग टू हैव अनमोल गुप्ता हु इज ऑल इंडिया रैंक 3 and is from NLSIU Bangalore, and Anshul Vats who's also all India rank 24 and is also from NLSIU Bangalore, who are going to be taking your sessions as far as these one-on-one series is concerned, right? So plus के सारे features plus a few more features are there in the iconic program. The championship law test, the entrance test का mock version, basically हर Sunday जो हम लोग conduct करते हैं, इस Sunday भी, that is tomorrow, we are going to do it. Rank 1 is of course going to get the Amazon voucher worth rupees 5,000. Rank 2 is going to get a 3,000 rupee voucher, and rank 3 is going to get a 2,000 rupee voucher. We have various batches. Just yesterday we started off with the rank booster batch, which is a 3-month batch course for CLAT 2022 aspirants. We also have on January 19th the Let's Crack CLAT and ALET batch, which is also starting, which is a 3-month crash course for 2022 aspirants. We have the Let's Crack CLAT batch, which is starting on the 21st of January. This is a beginners batch for 2023 aspirants जिनको December में exam देना है. And we also have on January 27th, or we are going to start off with the all state law entrance prep batch for 2022. And on the 28th of January we have the Excel law batch, which is for 2023. जो साल भर आपके साथ पूरी तैयारी में हम लोग रहेंगे. Right, the Unacademy Law Aptitude Test continues to happen every alternate Saturdays at 11 a.m. in the morning, and the weekly T20 test is all the weekdays pay. You have 20 minutes, 20 questions, and 20 marks, and this is open for everyone. This is open for everyone. So please do feel free to join in. Weekends पे आपका weekly test off रहता है. We also have the Wednesday Mania, which is happening on the 19th of January. इस हफ्ते हमने Wednesday को legal का किया था. And in the upcoming week, we have the Wednesday Mania for English language. And once again, we have some interesting prizes ranging from Amazon vouchers for all of you. And the live quiz feature, of course, continues to be active. You can host your own quizzes as well as participate in the educator curated quizzes if you feel like, right? Having said all of that, आज का जो main topic of discussion है, right? This is primarily an issue of the law of contracts, right? This is primarily a contract law issue. When two parties enter into a particular contract, right, there are certain circumstances that regulated the contract, right? If there is a fundamental change in the circumstances, then the parties don't have the obligation, जो जिम्मेदारी उनकी थी कि उन्होंने एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन किया है तो आपको कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के टर्म्स को फॉलो करना है, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को कंटिन्यू करना है, अपनी जिम्मेदारियों को निभाना है और ये सब करना है. बट इफ circumstances have changed radically, हम देखते हैं फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक बहुत फेमस और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डॉक्ट्रिन है, दैट इज द डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ frustration. Okay, doctrine of frustration एक है, basically where the contract has become impossible, right? Where a contract has become impossible to perform. The parties which are not performing the contract or whatever, they don't have any liability कि आपने contract क्यों नहीं perform किया, भाई impossible हो गया था. मान लो देश में लॉकडाउन हो गया है जिसकी वजह से ऑफलाइन क्लासेस ही स्कूल्स में आपके बंद हो गए हैं. अब अगर स्कूल के साथ ऑफलाइन क्लासेस का भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट था, ऑफ कोर्स द स्कूल डज नॉट हैव द ड्यूटी कि वो लॉ को तोड़ के लॉकडाउन का उल्लंघन करके जबरदस्ती जो है ऑफलाइन क्लासेस ही कराएं. नो, दैट कैन नॉट बी द ड्यूटी बिकॉज इट इज इलीगल. देन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हैज बिकम फ्रस्ट्रेटेड, because it has become impossible, and therefore the school is not going to be liable. तो similarly एक और जो concept है, that is act of God, जो हमारा tort law में भी defense होता है, from negligence to कितनी भी strict liability, बहुत सारे liabilities के लिए act of God is a defense. एन एक्ट ऑफ गॉड और फोर्स मेजर बेसिकली सेम चीज होता है, नॉट टू बी कंफ्यूज्ड. Force majeure and act of God are pretty much the same thing. And if either of those either of these things are basically happening, then the duty of the party which is performing the contract or the party which has to perform the contract, uski wo duty khatam ho jati hai, right? Hello Soham, very good evening. Soham, we are discussing a very recent judgment जो अभी आया है 5th of January को ही 2022 का, I think the first week में ही pretty interesting order that came out. I thought आप सब के लिए मैं ये discussion definitely लेके आऊं. So force majeure clause or an act of God is one exception that releases the party of its contractual obligations to an extent when occasions past their management can happen and go away, right? And they are unable to carry out their half or their part of the contract, क्योंकि एक ऐसा impossible type का situation आ गया है. Corona virus, for example, has been a very very important force majeure issue depending on which industry you are working in या किस type का आपका contract है. कई चीजें लॉकडाउन में बंद कर दी गई. खाना खिलाने का, अगर रेस्टोरेंट में बैठ के खाना खिलाने का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता तो अगेन लॉकडाउन के टाइम पे ये नहीं हो सकता था. Lot of the offline services were completely shut down except essential services, right? तो वो again force majeure का. In fact, CLAT 2020 में we had an entire passage specifically on force majeure and two other important words जो उससे काफी related थे, right? On it यहाँ पर क्या है? It is also MAE clauses. This is material adverse effect or MAC, which is material adverse change. तो ये Mac और MacBook और McDonald's नहीं सोचना है, right? Different issue, but yeah, we did have an entire passage even in CLAT 2020, right? Now what has happened in the जो अभी हम लोग का बहुत recent जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जजमेंट आया है, and I hope जो लोग पेन एंड पेपर लेके बैठे हैं, प्लीज राइट डाउन द नेम ऑफ द केस. स्टेट ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश, राइट, थ्रू द सेक्रेटरी ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एक्साइज डिपार्टमेंट का, स्टेट ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश वर्सेस मैकडॉवेल. दिस इज द केस एंड द ऑर्डर केम ऑन January 5, right? January 5, 2022 सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑर्डर है. दिस इज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया का ऑर्डर है which came out on 5th of January. So McDowell basically claimed that there has been a revenue loss, बहुत massive revenue का loss हुआ है due to a fire in the warehouse, right? जहां पर वो अपना liquor को production के बाद, McDowell of course is an alcohol manufacturing company, right? So वो अल्कोहल मैन्युफैक्चर करके सीधा फैक्ट्री से डायरेक्ट तो नहीं होगा, कहीं तो कोलेट करते होंगे, एक जगह पे रखते होंगे, उसके बाद डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चैनल्स वगैरह पे काम शुरू होता होगा, राइट? सो ऑफ कोर्स आफ्टर द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग दे आल्सो हैड अ वेयरहाउसिंग फैसिलिटी और ये वो जहां पर उनका सारा लिकर रखा हुआ था. काश कि हमें पता चल जाता है ना, लिकर थोड़ा मिल जाता. But yeah, anyway, so there was a fire in the warehouse resulting in the destruction of the liquor, right? The order ultimately was passed by Justice A.M. Khanvilkar, Justice Dinesh Maheshwari and Justice Krishna Murari. So it is a 3-judge bench. अगर हम देख रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे कितने जजेस हैं? There are 3 judges. So 3 judges is called what? This is called a full bench. Okay, please remember these phrases also. 3 judges is full bench. 1 judge अगर होता तो it is a single judge bench. Okay, single judge bench. 2 judges is division bench. 2 judges is division bench. And 5 or more, अगर 5 or more judges है, that is a constitutional bench. Okay, 5 or more judges हो जाते हैं तो constitutional bench बन जाता है. यहाँ पर 3 judges थे, so that means this is basically a full bench, right? Full bench का order यहाँ पर पास किया गया. Now, when you look at the actual judgment में क्या हुआ? The court said that the fire in this case was not caused by anything related with the forces of nature, and this is what is very very important. that this is not caused by forces of nature like storm or floods or lightning or earthquake, etc., and the company therefore cannot be given any benefit under the act of God doctrine. तो act of God का जो rule है उसके लिए nature and forces of nature and all of that is extremely important, right? अब इस केस में क्या हुआ था, the fire basically had started around 10th of April 2003 में. ओके, सो पुराना, ऑब्वियसली फैक्ट्स तो पुराने हैं. पहले मामला हाई कोर्ट गया, हाई कोर्ट में इनफैक्ट मैकडॉवल का इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट का जजमेंट आया लखनऊ बेंच का, एंड उसको अपील में फाइनली मैटर हैज गॉन टू द सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ India, right? The fire started around 12:55 11 p.m. in the afternoon and could be brought under control only by 5 a.m. in the next day, right? अगले दिन तक फायर चला है बेसिकली. सो 1 p.m. से लेकर 1 a.m. 12 घंटे हो गए और 4 घंटे. सो अबाउट 15 hours is the time that was taken for that warehouse fire to be brought under control, right? उतना टाइम डेफिनेटली लगाया गया है. Therefore the question ultimately becomes कि अगर इतना टाइम लगा है, do we still treat it as an act of God? According to the Supreme Court, they are not accepting it, because they're saying when all the relevant factors are cumulatively taken into account, right, कि fire was started as a result of any mischief by any person और ये सब नहीं हुआ है, right, natural cause से नहीं हुआ है, and we are therefore finding it impossible, according to the Supreme Court. क्या कह रही है court? That we find it impossible, we find it very difficult to accept that the fire and the resultant loss that has happened, right, it is beyond the control of human agency. लोगों के beyond है, ये हम नहीं मानते हैं, because obviously this is something 15 hours नहीं लगना चाहिए था. लाइटनिंग और ये सब प्रूव नहीं कर पा रहे हो, सो दिस इज एक्ट ऑफ गॉड का क्लेम माना नहीं जाएगा, राइट? ओके, सो हम अपील वाज मेड बाय स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, यस. सो केस का नाम से ही आपको ये हिंट मिल जाना चाहिए, राइट? एक तो मैंने जजमेंट का स्पेलिंग गलत लिख दिया है ना. आई एम सो अशेम्ड ऑफ माई सेल्फ, माई गॉड, हाउ आई डिड दिस. ओके, नाउ दैट्स बेटर. So anyway, what I was trying to, yes, so if you look at the name of the case, State of Uttar Pradesh versus McDowell, right? तो हमेशा जो केस फाइल करता है जिस भी कोर्ट में, उसका नाम पहले आएगा. ओके, so if the State of Uttar Pradesh had lost the case in the Allahabad High Court, and if they are the ones who are filing the appeal in the Supreme Court, they are the ones who are filing the appeal in the Supreme Court. तो अब सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जजमेंट का क्या नाम हो रहा है? स्टेट ऑफ यूपी वर्सेस मैकडॉवेल. अगर मैकडॉवेल ने केस फाइल किया होता, then the case would have been McDowell versus State of Uttar Pradesh, because appellant versus respondent, right? Appellant versus respondent. अगर डायरेक्टली रिट पिटिशन होता तो हम क्या करते? पेटिशनर वर्सेस रेस्पोंडेंट, राइट? अब ये तो अपील वाला मैटर है, तो एपेलेंट वर्सेस रेस्पोंडेंट. सो एज अ जनरल इंडिकेशन, जब भी सोहम आप जजमेंट का कभी नाम देखोगे ना, तो जजमेंट का नाम देख के ही अपने आप समझ में आ जाना चाहिए कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट में केस किसने फाइल किया होगा, राइट? जिसका नाम पहले है भारत माता की जय, उसी ने केस फाइल किया होगा. क्लियर guys? Force majeure, act of God and such other things. I just want to drop all of you a very, very gentle reminder, right? And a very important session that we are having tomorrow in the afternoon, right? Tomorrow in the afternoon we are having a wonderful session with a very, very senior Indian administrative service officer, right, who is currently working as an additional secretary in the Ministry of Culture. I know him from some years ago, and he's also recently been given the additional charge of the Director General of the National Museum, right? Director General of the National Museum का भी उन्हें additional charge अभी recently मिला है. So tomorrow in the afternoon at around 12 p.m. I would hope that a lot of you can definitely kind of join me, and we will be having a wonderful conversation with Shri Partha Sarathi Sen Sharma, right? Partha Sarathi Sen Sharma जी 1994 बैच के बहुत सीनियर आईएएस ऑफिसर हैं. कई इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ें आप लोग को भी वो डेफिनेटली पार्था सर बता पाएंगे. So do join it. I just put it up. 1 second. Why am I not able to find that slide? Okay, I found it. 1 second. Yeah, this should be convenient for all of you. Where was I? Okay, yeah. In conversation with Sri Partha Sarathi Sen Sharma, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Culture and DG of the National Museum, tomorrow 12 p.m. This will be on the Unacademy Law channel. This will not be on the Legal Game channel. तो फिर confusion आपके मन में नहीं होना चाहिए. I hope and I assume that a lot of you are already subscribed. So your spelling is correct. Spelling is judgment, not judgment. यार मैं अब ये तो डबल जबरदस्ती की मैं बेइज्जती करवाया हूँ क्या अपनी? क्या लिख रहे हैं हम लोग? जजमेंट ही तो है भाई. दोनों स्पेलिंग करेक्ट है क्या? हाई कोर्ट सुप्रीम कोर्ट में लेकिन हम DGE लिखते हैं. जस्ट so what I would दोनों ही यूज हो रहा है कोर्ट में भी. वाह क्या बात है. ठीक है, अब एक अच्छा मेरे रात का एक अच्छा एक्सरसाइज बन गया. आई एम गोइंग टू क्रॉस चेक एग्जैक्टली व्हाट स्पेलिंग इज मोर रेलेवेंट फॉर अस. Right, but chalo, I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Have a lovely evening ahead of you, everyone. Thank you very, very much once again. Please do remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're not missing out on any of the notifications. And I will meet all of you with Partha sir tomorrow in the afternoon. Thank you very much. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.